Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm just going to go through the latest update released by Last War. So let's get straight into it. So very first thing they're going to add is something called an Alliance Star. So it says it's now live, but it said it'll only be launched on the Alliance panel on Sunday. So apparently you can witness the shining moments of your members, where every little achievement can become a starlight, contributing to the growth trajectory of the Alliance. I can't show you this yet because it's not currently a Sunday, but I'm imagining it could be something where, you know, like, I don't know, maybe if someone levels up their HQ or defeats a new zombie level or something, maybe there'll be like an achievement that will pop up somewhere on the Alliance panel. I'm not sure exactly where that's going to be, but I'll show you on Sunday exactly where that'll be and sort of how it looks like. Second update, so they've now actually added what they call a guide jump function to Alliance dual score items. So if you go to the Versus tab and say, click on a theme, so today's Age of Science, you'll notice now there is these white arrows that have been added next to each activity you can do. So if you click on that arrow, it actually will take you directly to what that means. So for example, if you go back to the Versus icon where it says use 1 minute research speed up, you click on the arrow, it takes you straight to your tech center, so you can just quickly update or upgrade your techs. So that's pretty cool. I guess it's like a shortcut, and it's probably good for beginners because if you don't know exactly where to find these things, you can just click on the arrow. It'll take you directly to that. For example, even, you know, complete one radar task, you click on that arrow, takes you straight to your radar interface and you can do your radar tasks. One thing just to keep in note, it won't work if you click on anywhere except for the white arrow. Even if you click on this little icon, it won't do. You have to make sure to click on the white arrow. So just keep that in mind, because that was what I was doing. I was like clicking on this one and it wasn't doing anything. So make sure you do click on that arrow. One other change, just because now it is Age of Science, I noticed before it used to say like level 1 component 2 3 4 blah blah blah. Now they've got a little info icon. You click on that, it will actually expand the list so you can see the expanded version. I guess that's to shorten things, to make it more readable, so that's pretty good. I like that update. Alright, now the other update they've done, reminder bubbles for golden eggs and excavators will now pop up in the chat interface. This one I don't understand, to be honest. Like, even now, if there was like a golden egg or excavator, like dig for example, it would literally pop up anyway, even if I'm not inside the chat. So I don't really understand what that means. If anyone has come across anything different with how the egg pops up, the golden egg or the excavator, let me know in the comments, because I don't really know exactly what difference that is, to be honest. Alright, so moving on now, you have Rampage Bosses optimizations. So optimize the display of the event interface, adjusted Rampage Bosses remaining HP display to show 2 decimal places. I guess so it's easier to track, you know, how much more damage you need in order to destroy them. And then there's wanted boss optimization. So optimize the display of boss dialogue bubbles, updated the battle record to show whether the overlord participated in the battle. We don't even have the overlord available on our server yet, but for those who do, maybe that's something that'd be interesting too, to see, like, you know, whether the overlord was used in the battle. They've adjusted the event tab to no longer show the red dot after completing the daily attack count task. The event info will now automatically refresh after logging in on a new day. And number 5, they've unified the Euro skill description text by replacing health with HP in certain languages. This change does not affect the actual in-game effect. What, I can't even speak right now. In-game effect, sorry. And number 6, now this is an interesting one. They've unified the game text by changing elite recruitment to Euro recruitment. Now this does not actually affect the actual gameplay. So I'll give you an example. So on Euro Day, you'll see now it says perform 1 euro recruitment instead of elite recruit 1 time. So they've changed the text, but apparently that doesn't change the actual effect or game function. You still have to do the elite recruit to get those points. That might be a bit confusing. I'm not sure. Maybe they could have worded it better, like maybe you are elite recruit or something. I don't know. But yeah, because it just says where is it? Let me go back. Where am I? There we go. Okay, so it literally just says Euro recruitment. Elite recruitment to Euro recruitment. Euro recruitment could be anything, so I don't know. But it's, yeah, I mean, they say it's just changing the text. It's not going to change anything in game, so everything will remain as it is in terms of that alliance duel and how you can get points for elite recruits. So yeah, pretty much just a display change, text change. And now they've done a couple of bug fixes. So fix an issue where the minimap occasionally failed to display before the cross warzone teleport completed. Fix an issue where alliance assaults displayed an abnormal notice when skipping around in alliance duel. Fix issues in Desert Storm Battlefield and Winter Storm Battlefield where in certain situations residual base display and shrinking level tags occurred. Fix display issues occurring when observing a non-crossable warzone. Fix an issue where the avatar frame was not displayed when viewing your own truck. I don't think that's ever really happened to me, nor have I really taken note of that one. Fix an issue where the supply summon animation would play abnormally under special circumstances. So that's pretty much all the updates they've done for this update. So, my opinion, the best update that I have seen so far with this update is this one, where it's got the jump function in Alliance Duel. Just because it's going to make things like quicker, right? More efficient. Like if I want to, like, if I'm say looking at the today's theme and I'm like, okay, I got to do these tasks for today, and I'm like, okay, hold on a second, I can quickly just collect some radar tasks instead of me having to click onto the radar icon and then do the radar task. I can simply be like, okay, radar task, let me do that quickly. Hit that arrow, it takes me straight to the radar tasks, done, go back, and that's it. Probably one other cool thing that they could have done as well is when you click on radar task like this and you go back, if it took you back to this same page or interface, so you can then just okay, you've done the radar task, what next? Okay, I need to use research speed up. Okay, let me go there quickly. You go there, you do research, and you go back. You know what I mean? And if it takes you back to this same page, it'll be quicker, more efficient. But that's just me. That's my preference. Let me know if that's something you'd like as well, if you like it as it is. For the other updates, so for this Alliance Star thing, I'm yet to see that, but I like the concept. I like the idea of rewarding or giving recognition to Alliance members who achieve things. I think it's going to be good to encourage Alliance members to keep playing and to sort of get the recognition they deserve. Like when someone, for example, reaches HQ 30, it's quite a big milestone. And yes, you post in your alliance and everyone gives you praise and such, which is cool, awesome. But I think having this would be just a nice addition to reward members for their patience, investing all their time and in some cases maybe money into reaching these milestones. So I think that's pretty cool. Or even for Alliance members who may not be very active in the chat, but they are silent achievers and they contribute a lot to the Alliance, but they're not very active in the chat, so nobody really knows about them. And then you see maybe they get top 10 in Alliance Duel. So if they could get some kind of recognition that everyone can see, I think that'd be pretty cool and well deserved. Apart from that, these are the optimizations. Obviously, small changes, not something that I care too much about, to be honest. You might, but I honestly don't really pay much attention to the wanted boss, rampage bosses, interface and whatnot. I just kind of do it and get over and done with. Only thing I do like is, I guess, or something that is noteworthy in my opinion, is just doing the 2 decimal places. Might just help to sort of track the progress on when you're going to destroy that that boss. And in terms of this one, to show whether the Overlord participated in battle, I don't have the Overlord yet. It hasn't started on our server yet. Maybe that'll be something that'll be interested once I'll be interested in once I have the Overlord, but for now I'm not really too fussed about that one. This one, yeah, not really too bothered about that one either. With this change of text from elite recruitment to Euro recruitment, I do like the term Euro recruitment better. Like, it sounds more readable and more straightforward and self-explanatory, but just, I don't know, it might confuse people. That's the only sort of downside. But as I said, it's more, especially for like beginner players, it makes more sense Euro recruitment versus elite recruitment, I guess. So maybe that's why they changed it, to make it more readable and better for beginners. And all these bug fixes, I haven't really experienced any of these, at least not that I've noticed, so it doesn't really apply to me, but that might apply to you if you have experienced those issues. So that's the most recent update. So hopefully you enjoy some of those updates. If not, the developers, they always put in there, like, if you don't like it, thumbs down. If you like it, thumbs up. I think overall I'm happy with the update. The only thing though that I'm really happy about would be the the quick jump function in Alliance Duel. The other ones are kind of minimal, but I'm yet to see the Alliance Star, because apparently that's only going to start on Sunday. So I'll make a video about that one when it does come out and see if it's any good. But that's pretty much the end of this video, so hopefully you found that useful, and I'll see you in the next video.